Hi guys, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are good. Welcome back to this amazing YouTube channel. Hope you guys are doing well. If this is your first time coming across the channel, do it to subscribe. Click on notification bell to get notified whenever a new video is being posted. So you see this beautiful gown you're seeing right here. That's what we're going to be working on today. We'll be learning how to cut this amazing stylish dress with side pleats. Yes, we're going to learn how to cut this bustier. Yeah, it's a straight that bustier. And if you're not new to this channel, you'll be grounded on how to cut. I'll be grounded in how to cut a bustier dress. I have a lot of videos on how to cut a bustier dress, a princess dart, a straight dart, all the bustier dresses. I have a lot of videos. So in today's video, it's not going to be exceptional. The only exceptional thing here is the side pleats to this gown and how you can achieve this particular style. But when it comes to the bustier parts, it's it's no longer a new thing in this channel. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to learn today in this channel, and partially the sewing as well. Yeah, why I say partially the sewing, I didn't show the part where I pleated the dress and how I attached it to it. So I will be doing that in my next video, but for now I'll be drafting on this brown paper. I have my scissors, my tape, and my ruler, and then my pen. So I'll be folding my material in my I said material. I'll be folding my brown paper, as you can see, into two. Is already on fold. Then I minus 6.5 there, because I'll be putting my Queen Annie neck. I'll be putting my Queen Annie neck. Queen Annie neck is very easy to cut. It's not that difficult to cut. So I minus my 6.5. I place it up there, and then inserted my bust point measurement. Now I'm inserting my under bust measurement, and after my under bust measurement, the next thing I'll be doing is to insert my half length measurement, which is the waist region. Then I'll use my ruler to just draw the straight lines. So now this is my under bust, I believe, and then my bust point. This is my bust point now. So I just went ahead to label it, but I don't think you can see it because my camera is not close to it. I have to zoom it for you to see it this clear. So at this point, I placed my tape at the waistline and came down by 2 inches. That's where my curve will start from. I placed my tape at the waistline and came down by 2 inches. You get to understand that part when we continue watching, when we continue with the drafting, so you get to understand it. Just watch closely and do whatever you see me doing in this video, and in case you have any question, you can as well ask. So this is my bust to bust measurement. Like I said, bust to bust, your nipple points, they vary. Nipple to nipple, it varies. So I just inserted my nipple to nipple, which is 4.5. It's 4 with additional sewing allowance, which made it 4.5. Then I just remember that I had to insert my full length measurement of the gown, and that's what I'll put right now here. Excuse me. Okay, I've not yet remembered. So I came in the air by 2 inch thereabout. Then at the outer part, I came in by 2 inch. Then the inner part by I came went in by 1.5 inch. I'm trying to extend this my nipple to nipple point up to the beginning line. Then I marked half inch on the both sides. Like I said, if you're not new to this channel, you'll be familiar with my bust um bust drafting, princess dart and straight dart drafting. Is very easy. In this channel, I made it very easy, and you know how you'll be able to understand it as a beginner. So I'm marking my line from this my bust point to my under bust down to the waistline, and I'll do it at that outer part as well. So now I'll drag this line starting from my bust point to meet this half inch at the beginning of my my drafting, my brown paper. So this is it. I believe you can see it a bit clear. So after that, after marking it, I have to place my measurement, my bust measurement divided into four. You know, when it's unfold, by cutting you divide it into four. So I added 2.5 inch sewing allowance to that. Then I went ahead to do the same at my waist area. I'll divide it by four. I'll add my allowance to it. So I had to bring the camera very close so you'll be able to see what I just did. So this is my bust part. So I'm trying to show you guys where I I minus my. So this is my 6.5 inches. I minus at the upper part. I minus 6.5 inches at the upper part there, not 5 inch. Then my waist part. So the 3 inches I minus at that waist part, I have to place it back. I have to replace back that 3 inches with my additional 2.5 sewing allowance. Then I connected my lines. Then at this point, you remember I said I came down by 2 inches at that waistline. So I'm making the curve there. This brown paper curve we're cutting out, we'll still use it for the gather, for the pleated area. So I'm making a round curve there from my waist region where I came down by 2 inches. I'm making a round curve there to meet my nipple to nipple measurement, which is my 4.5. That this will be the straight piece of material that will stay at the center front of the gown. So I curved this area to connect it back to my nipple to nipple measurement. So I placed my tape at this point to get my gown full length. So this is the full length of my gown. I had to use my ruler to mark it straight down. So I connected my measurements, my waist measurements, my bust measurements. I had to connect it, and then after connecting, I had to cut it out. So this is the cutting. So I'm trying to explain that my sweetheart area, the front part, the center piece of this place, I came in by 2 inch to give it um that sweetheart look. So this place I'm still going to use it while cutting out my pleated material. The pleated side that will be the pleated material that will be at the sides of the gown. I will still use that brown paper for it. So it's still important. You don't have to dispose it for now until you are done cutting. So I'll just go ahead and place my brown paper on my material to cut it out, which is what I just did. And I'll as well place it on the back of my material to cut out the back. I'll just fold this pointed side. I'll just fold it inside and place it with my sewing with my zipper allowance. So this is the back. I had to draw a line. I minus 6.5. I have to draw it, mark the line back on this table as you can see, to get my bust, my armhole, all the, just to get my shoulder and my armhole measurement for this curve you're seeing. So that is basically what I just did at the back. It's very easy while cutting the back part. You can use the front to cut out the back part, or better still, you can just place your measurements again, to take the back part. So this is the part where I joined my wadding or breast part to this material. And remember to also cut out your lining just the same way you cut out your main fabric. You cut out your lining like that, and after using my iron um to iron my wadding, my breast part, I went ahead to sew it like this. I also sewed my lining to it. I sewed my lining the same way I sewed the main fabric. So before sewing this lining down to the main fabric, I have to sew my Queen Annie neck. This is how I cut it, and I'll sew this part right now. I'll sew it and give it a good press and flip it to the right side. After sewing it, I'll have to attach it to the material. I'll sew it down on the material, on the main fabric first, then I'll use my lining to cover up the seams. So this is the part where I was done sewing it. This is it. I used my pin to hold it down. Then this part where I joined my bustier, I just see how I placed my tape to get 2.5 inches. Let it not be too close to the neck. Let the penani not be too close to the neck, or my sleeve not be too close to the neck. I just went in by that 2.5 and sewed it down. Then I had to also take down my shoulder measurement to make sure it's that same shoulder measurement, the person's shoulder measurement I'm working with. I had to take that measurement as well to be sure I'm still on the right track, which is what I was doing here. And when I confirmed it was okay, I had to sew it and then flipped it over. Like I said, I didn't film the sewing of this side pleats. I'll be doing it in my next video, but because I'll be sewing this material, this style for someone else, or better still, I can still do it for myself. So I'll do it in my next video. So if you enjoyed this video, please do well to subscribe, share my video, click on notification bell to get notified whenever a new video is being posted. Okay, share my video. You don't know who might be in need of this video, who might really want to see something like this and make for themselves, and make for themselves or for their friends. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye. It's your girl Sophia Gold, always keeping it real with you guys. Bye.